Alright, so this is going to be a pretty fun video here. I actually released a lot of videos over here, if you know that, on Nier content, being 2B, A2, all the testing, all of everything. The one question that I get constantly on every single video and every single comment section is basically this: what should I do? Now, I'm stuck in a position, right? Like, this is a person speaking, let's say that, right? Where I have one pity, but I don't have enough to get both of them. Who do I pick? Or do I even pity them? Or do I even summon? What should I do now? What's the plan? So today I'm going to talk about this, give you like the best little course of action and what I can inform you, and you make the decision on your information, correct? I'm going to give you all the pros and the cons. I'm going to lay it out for you, but at the end of the day, you have to take that final decision because there is no easy answer here. There really isn't. I can't give you an easy answer because this is a very wonky collaboration, being both characters are very good. And there's up and coming a very, very big banner being the anniversary. So it is a tough decision, but you'll have to make that. So today, let's talk about that. Let's jump into it. If you're new to the channel, like and subscribe, helps out a ton. Let me give you the best of my ability, the best answer I could possibly come up with. First thing, let's address the elephant in the room. Anniversary is around the corner. Anniversary will pop up around the first week of November. Let's get that out of the way. There you go. Simply put, that's it. Now, in the situation of A2 versus 2B. Now, that's not an easy question to kind of get an answer to. What I will tell you is, and what players have already come to the consensus is, A2 is partially the better character. Why? Calm down. It is partially true. Now, in my opinion, both characters can work on sort of any team. I've gotten a lot of 2B teams that work pretty well. Yes, the mass team is very nice and very much stronger than a lot of the teams, but for me, bunnies also worked for 2B. All my showcases worked on every single content. 2B worked on everything, basically, minus train. I couldn't DPS train enough with 2B. A2 kind of cleared train for me for the first time, which was really cool. Overall, they're both very strong characters. Simply put, if you're picking between either one, know the pros and cons for each one. This one requires a bit more building. She scales up HP, so yes, getting dupes is a little bit better. Yes, focusing on the character, giving her an HP based team, which is scaling off of mass and stuff like that, is going to be a better option. That's true. But A2, fresh out the box, it's really good. She's ready to go, good to use and everything like that. Still, again, it's not that like A2 or 2B doesn't work out the box just like that, but mass team is really good for her and it's more of a buff. I think that both these characters, as time progresses, are going to get better and are going to be used more. Again, remember, HP scaling is a thing that mass introduced, or not introduced, but gave a real good buff to, but it's a system that's already been there. So more characters that may buff that system or whatever of HP scaling, 2B will get better. So for the most part, 2B has a lot of longevity, and it's really fun, the teams you can actually come up with her. So for that aspect of it, there's that. And for A2, she's just very good. She's like a sort of boss killer on story stages. She does great against mobs. You have to understand that that's really where she's going to shine, and she does great. You saw on Train, obliterated it. She was too good for Modernia, where you can't even use her because you'll just break the turrets too fast, and that gets way too hard. But that's how good she is, because she's that good in the game for that stage that she destroyed that super fast. Chatterbox, you kind of saw, was pretty much the same thing. For most bosses, she's going to do very good. And for future bosses, if they have weapons or parts attached to them, she's going to be a killer unit for that. Simply put, right? But you see, it's a situation of both characters are good. What I can tell you, and what I can guarantee you right now, and we'll do it in this amount of information. First, we'll work our way this way, right? Here we go. So, first, if you have gems, I would recommend to pull for either unit you like. Let's go with this first way, all right? Hear me out. Being, if it's A2 that you like, go for A2. If it's 2B that you like, go for either one, right? Why am I saying that? It's because the anniversary banner is a 1% banner. It's going to be, most likely, okay? Again, I can't guarantee that. I could be wrong here. Definitely I could be wrong. But off of precedent, they're probably not going to change that 2%. Or make it 2% rather. They're going to probably make it 1%. Dorothy was a 1% banner. Pulling her was hard for a lot of people. Remember, every SSR you're getting, it is a 1 in a 4 chance. After every Pilgrim banner that releases, my comment section gets very angry because it's always the fact that a lot of people get shafted, right? If you see how hard it is maybe for you to pull 2B or A2 or any other character in the last few months, that's a 2%. Imagine a 1%. That's gonna be way worse, correct? So what I would recommend is, the only thing you should be saving for anniversary, in my opinion, is fully a pity, correct? I hate Pilgrim banners more than anything. And again, I know Dorothy happened. That's separate. Don't count that to me. I got lucky somehow. But on Modernia, I went almost, I don't even know. I think I went like 140 somewhat pulls, and I literally got so many SSRs, but not a single one was Modernia, correct? 3 SSRs, but none of them were Nier, right? The 4th SSR, or basically a pity, the 4th one that I got, theoretically, was pitying her, was it. So, failed 3 times, nothing else on that banner, it was atrocious, right? That is how 1% banners work, which is why maybe just putting gems into either character you like is the better option. Both characters are great. I give you the pros and cons for both. She's going to be a great boss killer. She's going to be great for solo raid. You're going to have to kind of build her team with mass and stuff like that, and she gets much better. She works with bunnies, and also that's kind of there. Pros and cons here. Great boss killer. Also, very good for train. If you need a train killer in the future, that's going to be great there. She does need a healer, though. Keep that in mind. You might have to, work around the team if you weren't planning to run a healer. You need one. She works very good with bunnies, a very staple team. Overall, I think that both characters will last a while. There is no decisive answer I can give you based on who to pull for 1,000,000,000%. I think that if I were in the points where I can't get both, and I were to pick one, in my opinion, this is just my opinion though, I would have went for A2. I like A2's design. I like her abilities. She worked real well when I tested her. That I would say, like, if I were to just start a fresh account, I would pick A2 first. 2B is still great, though. She pulled up so much damage. She's a sort of Scarlet unit. So for the most part, that's the situation you're in. I would recommend, if you were to spend, you only spend your gems. Spend your gems, do everything you want there. Now consider, do you want these characters? Like, if you're pulling on the pity aspect of it, do I want to pity them? Now, if you're not going to be able to pity the anniversary unit, that's going to suck. But you have to also realize you're probably going to get about 5 to 7 multis for free on that anniversary. Why am I saying that? They gave us 5 multis last time. If you're not one-upping yourself from the half anniversary to the first anniversary, what are you doing? So if they give you 5 multis, then I'm going to say they're going to give you 6. Just 1 extra multi, right? So let's say 6 multis altogether. Not extra, 6 multis altogether. That's a pretty good thing. So during this time period of basically 2 months, you have to accumulate enough to do about 140 pulls. Is that something you can do? Is that something you're able to do? Thinking about that also theoretically. Remember, there is still a lot of stuff you can kind of push. You can push Tribe Tower. You can push, doing all of your dispatches each day. You get 100 per day, 3,000 a month on just dailies. So altogether, 2 multis from dailies. We're gonna probably have 2 events beforehand. So that's 2 more multis. That's 4 multis altogether already. I'm not counting any login events, any compensations, anything of the sort. If you count compensation, weeklies, and all that stuff, you can add on probably another 2 multis in time. That's counting also dispatches and stuff like that. So I'm at 6 multis. Correct? Now, you scrounging around, following through Lost Sector, Tribe Tower, being 2 contents that will probably get updated soon. I'm not counting Solo Raid or Arena payouts. Probably you can amass a pity in time for the anniversary, or by the very end of it. I'm counting they're going to give you multis. That's probably going to happen, right? So with all of that stuff, you'll probably be able to get the character. So theoretically, if you want to pity one of these, you're more than welcome to. It's probably going to work. I will say that on the aspect of the quick math I just did here, you probably can make it, like probably. But you want to make sure you don't miss some dailies, you don't miss some of the weekly stuff. Try to rank in Solo Raid, try to rank in Arena. Both of those things will also give you some gems. It'd be pretty helpful for you. But for the aspect of compensations and stuff like that, we're probably gonna get like they mess up a lot, so maybe a multi here or there altogether over the course of the next 2 months. But for the aspect of should I use pity? I just give you the answer. You'll be able to probably get another pity in time, and these characters are limited. It's the simplest point. They're limited. Pull for who you want, pull for whatever. They both are great characters. I would say they're equal. Maybe A2 nudges ahead a little bit just because I'm biased now because Train got wiped. The bosses gets wiped. I like what she's doing and everything. Mass team is also pretty fun. I would advise you to get both if possible. But if not, I like A2 more, so the bias is gonna land there. But 2B is still a very, very good character. And you saw that what Private listed both characters at. They're both basically on par with each other. Yes, one slips ahead here and there, but the other one slips ahead there in PvP and other aspects too. So simply put, they both are very, very good characters. And it comes down to they're limited, they're not going to return. If you want to go for them, go for them. If you want to dupe them, right? 2B does scale better off of dupes, which is because she gets HP and attack. HP is the main thing she's scaling off of, so it is good to get more dupes on her, but it doesn't mean that she's not good to get dupes for. Like, there's no such thing as you're ruining the character or not getting the character better. She's going to get better with dupes, it's obvious, right? That's how a character works. But do you need dupes? No. If you want to get dupes because you like the character, that's the way you do it. Simply put, right? Don't chase dupes just because you want to chase dupes. Chase dupes because you like the character and it's worth it in your head, all right? If that's the case, go for it, right? Like, it's better to chase dupes here on A2 and 2B versus chasing dupes on the Pilgrim because that's a 1%. You're not getting it, man. I'm telling you. If they make it a 2% because it's like our first anniversary, we want a specialty, do a special thing for all the community. If they do it that way, great, massive W. If they don't, I'm telling you now, I summoned on Modernia. I got like destroyed. I got butchered. You should have seen my comments after Dorothy, dude. People were depressed because they got a SARS, but it's a 1 in 4 chance, not a 50-50. All right, it's a 25% chance. It's 25% less. Now imagine you getting shafted. It is going to be miserable, right? So, if anything, summoning on these banners with gems is the better idea. Dude, listen, if I pull the character, like, early on the anniversary, I am done. I'd rather even just pity the character and not even put gems in. That's why I'm too scared of that. 1 in 4 chance is miserable in this game, okay? I'm telling you, it's going to be pretty bad, all right? But yeah, that's currently what I wanted to get out the way. Make sure you are aware of everything. I tried my best to, like, break it down. I personally think A2 is a stronger, or not even stronger character, character that I would, on a fresh account, kind of go for because... I don't know, most of the team she's really good for. Masked is like a staple to 2B, but it also worked on bunnies. I clearly showed how many showcases with 2B and bunnies, and it worked out perfectly. She's like a Scarlet in a way, right? So if you don't have Scarlet, she's kind of a scaling Scarlet, right? So at the end of the day, that's currently what I think. That's my opinions. Again, if I'm wrong about anything, you're more than welcome to correct me. If you want to talk about it in the comments, I'm more than happy to help each person individually. Leave a comment. Let me know what situation you're in. I'll try my best to respond to you and give you the semi-best course of action. But again, it's at the end of the day, it's your account. I'm not going to be able to tell you what to do if you don't want to do it. Just do what you want to do. If you like the character, go for the character. If you couldn't care less about 2B or A2, screw meta. You'll get a 2B or A2 in the future. Probably a character that does something similar. It's not like you need the character, but it is limited and it might be worth it to invest into right now. As always with any limited character, like Summer Anise we pushed as a must-have because of how good she was. These characters are really good, but the anniversary is going to be up and coming and you don't want to miss a Pilgrim because they're also pretty much hard to obtain. So it's those situations, right? But yeah, let me know what you think. Sorry for rambling on for too long. Again, comment down below. I'll try to help individually, but yeah, that's been it.